Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Double Jackpot. Please smash that subscribe button. Anybody who has not subscribed, please give me a big smash on that button and give me a like. There's nothing wrong with smashing that button. Guys, look, I hope you had a happy 4th of July. Took a couple of days off, looked at some investment properties, all types of fun and interesting stuff, but wow, when I seen this Christopher Mitchell video asking for the money for the 4th of July, welcoming back people he kicked out of his Facebook group, and then doing these deals and telling you he doesn't need the money or all this BS, and then you see him playing $2 a hand for 20 minutes. That's hard to watch, guys. Come on. For a big high roller, you guys, do not quit your job to play $2 a hand. I said blackjack, I meant roulette. It doesn't matter if it was flipping a coin for $2. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not saying to do it in larger amounts, but this is a guy that's stone cold broke, outdated, busted, dusted, and disgusted. Guys, listen to me. I don't know what he's worse at, sports gambling or conning people out of money trying to get them into this Facebook group. People, if you're in that Facebook group, come over to my channel, leave me a comment, email me at doublejackpot01@gmail.com. I'll keep it confidential. There's got to be some good information in that group, what's left of it. Guys, if you're in that group, cut your losses. You know, this guy's a recipe for disaster. Okay, so he tries to lure people back into this what do you want to call it, Facebook group. He's probably trying to be very careful of the slippery slope he's doing on YouTube. I'll tell you another thing, seeing this $2 a hand, wow, I mean, it's the deer in the headlights look. He's just so out of his element. I mean, he's down to playing $2. That's telling me two things. He's out of money, and that marriage is hanging by a Converse shoestring, because let me tell you something, brother. That thing is there's no possible way that could be a happy household. You know, I'm just telling you that right away. And then he comes back a week later to give some cockamamie sports picks. I don't know how to handicap the sports, so let's just take the favorites. And then we're going to pair it with two teams that we don't even care about. You're going to, that's how stupid it is. He paired it with two evenly matched teams like it really freaking matters. You're going to split out and go lose one, win one. So what's it really matter? Because the odds are a little bit better? Like that was a big, he's thinking like nobody's ever thought of these strategies. So let's jump in and leave the roulette alone. We'll come back to that towards the end of the video. But let's go right into the sports, because this is where he's totally, look, do not even let him go to the sports picks and letting him try to sell you picks or give you picks or do anything with picks. The guy's a complete and utter moron. Christopher, you're exposed. You look silly. You just shouldn't be giving out picks. So you're going to say, I don't know how to handicap, so I got to give out the big favorite because we know they all win. A big favorite, guys, let me tell you something. A minus 200, a minus 220, a minus 290, that may be a big favorite in the whole grand scheme of things of calling it baseball. But you guys that know how to play NFL and big NBA plays, you get up to the minus 400s, 450s, 700s. You get some games in college football, they're minus 2,700, minus 2,000. And I'm going to tell you something. Christopher Mitchell, when you're playing these San Francisco Giants like you did today and got burned, that's not a huge favorite. It is in the whole thing of comparing it to baseball. But if you're going to do that and then you're going to risk, look, it's just so obvious. Let's do some simple math. And I want you to pretend I pause and do the head and the MLM sign. So that's why I got this in parentheses. Head nod, pause, trying to lure you people in and get that attention like, oh my God, does this idiot know what he's talking about? Okay, so I'm going to say, does that make sense? Think about it, all that good MLM marketing stuff. So look, you're going to take the Giants and you're going to put it with the White Sox and the Twins. Best case scenario, you go 1-1 and win 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Worst case scenario, you're going to lose 100 bucks. You're going to lose them both. So it's all hedged on the favorite to win that. I don't like those odds. Does that make sense? He doesn't understand the favorites don't always win. You're risking a lot. You risked $100 and got nothing, so you lost that 100. It may not sound like a lot, but overall, doing it over and over and over, you're not going to hit these favorite plays in these parlays. Parlays, for one, guys, anybody out there, parlays are not for everybody. They're not for beginners. They're sucker bets in general. We love them because you can make a little bit of extra money because you're trying to play the parlay, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Look, my advice to you, take it for what it's worth. You don't have to take it. Of course, you're free to do what you want. Let's say you're taking a big favorite, like you could have taken the Giants -1.5, and it paid even money. I think it was even money. So if you bet 50 bucks, you won 50 bucks. You had to win by 2 runs. Okay? They lost the game outright, so it doesn't matter. But you don't have the -230 or whatever the thing on the money line. So it makes sense. He's never addressed the run line. And yeah, you're going to get burned. A lot of games are going to be 4-3, 5-2, 7-7, 7-6, 5-4, 3-2. It's going to happen. That's why it's called gambling. And when this moronic, pathetic, little creepy little man tells you you can't lose, you can't win, play the opposite of whatever he loves, that play the opposite of whatever people are doing. If that's the case, play all underdogs, Christopher, because you're just you're just riding the coattails of the people that set the lines. That's all you're doing. It's nothing secretive because you don't know what you're doing. I highly encourage you guys that are playing these games or want to play these games, if you want to play a big favorite, play it with one team. Don't play it with the double teams and hinge it all on one. It's a recipe for disaster. Okay, it's just plain idiotic. Best case scenario, you're gonna go 1-1 and make 50 bucks. Worst case scenario, you're gonna lose them both. Okay, so does that make sense? Long pause, head nod. Okay, so let's address some more of the sports gambling. He has too many plays. Okay, too many plays. You can't make that up. Losing and losing and losing. You got to go on a red hot streak, and you know what? It's not gonna happen, guys. I've been doing this a long freaking time. You're gonna have upsets in baseball. You know you're betting on the first 4 or 5 innings of that game and hoping that favorite pitcher stays in the game. He doesn't get up there in the pitch count. He doesn't get hit hard. He doesn't hurt himself. So think about what you're betting on. You're not betting, you're betting on a pitcher to stay in the game. Once it goes to the bullpen, all bets are off and the line doesn't matter anymore. Okay? That line's not set because of the sluggers in the lineup. Yeah, that has a little bit to do with it. Offensive firepower. But they're going on pitching matchups. I don't know what more to say on that. Okay. So I mean, the downside risk is really high. You got to win the big play, and then the other 2 sides, it doesn't really matter. His strategy is a desperate. I've seen people suggest that. Smart people don't play that. You know what smart gamblers play? They roll with the money line. They roll with an underdog that has value. They deal with their losses. You know, sometimes they go with the value play and hope it hits. They put a little bit on it. Value play, an underdog. He doesn't know how to do that. Okay? So let's back up just a little bit about these teams that he plays the favorite on, okay? When you take a team like that, first the favorite has to win, and it doesn't even matter if it doesn't win. The other 2 teams don't matter. That's automatic double losses. Okay, so you're doing all that. Whereas if you just played one team, either on the run line or the money line, it's going to come out the same. Okay, does that make sense to you? Let me try to just do math in my head. You're going to take the Giants minus 200, or you could play it on the run line minus 1.5, even money. $50 wins you $50. The other one's $100 wins you less. I don't know what it is. I'm not splitting hairs with you, but way less. Maybe 30, 40, whatever he says. He did the math. Okay. Either way, you lost $100 on the things if you're playing 50s. And he's going to come up with some story about how he didn't lose, or a game didn't make it, or something happened, something crazy. It doesn't matter. His logic is so flawed. Please, when somebody's playing that many parlays, they're just guessing, hoping, and wishful thinking. And to tell you how bad he is, all his plays really lost. I mean, they were never really close. And to be honest with you, Tampa, I saw they got lucky in the 9th inning. A win's a win, but let's face it, that could have been 2 more losses. And it doesn't matter. The whole thing is flawed. He makes it sound like it's a guarantee win. It's not a guarantee win, because the favorite loses, the whole play's over with. It doesn't matter. Okay? Let's understand that. So you're betting a lot that the favorite wins, and we all know that doesn't happen often. The favorite doesn't always win. And if you did it with a point scale system, a star power rating, you'll find out this guy is so negative in his units. It's just the facts. Not all plays are created equal. He's way out of his element. He looks foolish. I mean, he looks so stupid playing sports. So stupid. Okay, got back to his special. Goes back to pushing this 4th of July special, time stamps it so it looks like it's this urgent thing. Got to get in now. Got to do this time stamped, very special, very important deal to do. So it looks like we gotta sign up, guys. If you sign up for any of this idiot's strategies, his 4th of July specials, please consider don't doing it. This guy is a loser. He's playing. Look how ridiculous this is. I could barely watch the guy play this $2 rebet. Why do you go from $500 a day? Why do you go to playing $2? You go to doing this because your systems aren't working. There's no system. The odds are the odds. You don't have some magic thing that's winning. The problem is, guys, when you get into a slump and it goes backwards, it's hard to make that up. Anytime you have to chase in any kind of gambling, double up, martingale, whatever terminology you want to use, come from behind, dig yourself out of a hole. It's A, stressful. It's B, hard to do. And sometimes you just keep digging deeper. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with just cutting your losses. That's why smart professional gamblers play the play, roll the dice, and that's it. They live with the outcome. If the favorite wins, it wins. If it loses, it loses. But they don't do all these parlays, linking it into other teams, hoping. He's got the lottery mentality. Does that make sense to you? He's got the lottery mentality. This guy's just not smart at what he does. He's playing $2. You're telling me you want to grind? Man, get yourself and keep yourself a 9-to-5 job. Grinding it out, watching him play $2, resetting, rebetting, resitting, getting up to stretch, coming back and retesting the tables all day long. That's monotonous. That is not a fun lifestyle. That's boring. He's not, I guarantee you, Stacy, if you're out there, you get a glimpse of this, you get to go watch, take your phone, go on a walk, tune into Jackpot. Matter of fact, take your website and subscribe, Stacy. I'm telling you, you'll learn something. You'll learn not to put up with a degenerate gambler that's squandering your family's money, not blowing it, not teaching your kid horrible values. There's nothing good about being labeled a professional gambler. These professional gamblers that are so-called the Billy Walters of the world, they have so many other business ventures, not this make-up stuff that Christopher Mitchell has. They have legitimate stuff, and even they're blowing money. You're only hearing the good things. I promise you that. You only hear gamblers telling you about the good things. the Karrases of the world and all these guys that have gambled. It's this very stressful life. It'll take its toll on you. They have other things wrong with their life. If that's what you guys want to do, more power to you. I don't suggest it. I don't endorse it. Matter of fact, if you recreational at best, I'm telling you guys work way too hard for you guys' money to think you're going to go and do what Christopher Mitchell does. He's squandered. He's admitted he's lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay? He's lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. He's admitted to that. He's lost $36,000 in one night. Most millionaires that I know probably aren't going to whine and cry about losing $36,000 in one night. They're probably not going to whine and cry about it like he does. And let's face it, he's no longer flashing the cash. He says he's been humbled. He's been humbled, but he's going to come up here and give that fake chicken shit smile and say, I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. He hasn't been humbled. Guys, humbling, when you're a gambler, you better not go by the GOAT and brag. The gambling gods are going to knock you down, make you humble. As long as you're over there bragging and then saying, "Oh, I'm so humble. I don't have the big ego anymore." Christopher, your ego's even bigger than it was when you started. You got GOAT license plates on your car. You go around on all your videos claiming you're the GOAT. So one word, you're flashing, running off at the mouth, just running off at the mouth like you do so well. And then in the next sentence, you're saying you're humble, you're a Christian. Let me tell you something. I don't care if it's a marketing technique or whatever. It doesn't work. You better understand. Don't put these guarantees out. You're going to win, guaranteed to win. You increase your chances to win. The odds don't change, people. Okay, take it from Double Jackpot. I'm speaking from the heart. I don't have any of this rehearsed. It's unedited. It's unscripted. I love every one of you guys, man. And I'm telling you, keep your jobs, work hard, and use his videos for humor, comical, laughing. It's all fun and games. I mean, at this point, he's the laughing stock of YouTube. He's not known around nothing but being a braggadocious loser. He is a loser. And I'm telling you, when you got GOAT license plates on your car and you're calling yourself the GOAT, the GOAT what? You know? The GOAT what? You don't own your own condominium. You don't even have two cars. You know, you have nothing but the clothes on your back and a couple of pets. You don't own a thing, bro. If you did have these other entities, you'd be bragging because that's how you're wired. You're wired to show off and look who I am. But unfortunately, you don't even have the cash counter out no more. It's not because you don't want to brag. It's because it's gone. You probably pawned it. You've been to gold and silver pawn shop? I bet Rick and Chumley know you well over there. Probably got the juicer over there. Probably got the cash counter over there. What else you got over there? I don't think Rick wants anything else you got. The cash counter. You know, it'd be great. Hey, Christopher, seriously, you ought to see if they'll let you do an episode where you walk in there with your Change Your Life blog, maybe selling the cash counter or what. Hell, you just don't have anything of any value. Don't know what, I mean, you're the GOAT, but there's really nothing there. I'm just trying to think, what have I seen you have that I would say, that looks pretty reputable. A bunch of cheap Champion warm-up jet shirts. Couple of Walmart hats with nothing on them. God, I'm stumped. Well, Hardcore Pawn will probably loan you something to pretend you're pawning because I bet it'd be a funny episode. But look, all kidding aside, now you're going to see him on Hardcore Pawn, but Hardcore Pawn, I keep saying Hardcore Pawn because that's where he probably deserves to be, in the more ghetto pawn shop instead of gold silver. I could see you dealing more with less than Rick or Chumley. But anyways, you're a born loser. Boom. You have no business giving out any parlays or sports picks. You're negative at that. What else? Oh, your 4th of July special was humorous. You don't need their money, and you're going to tell you, it's just so you're hysterical. I got so much stuff to say, and I'm just it's getting late, and Guys, I hope you liked the video. I want to hear your comments on the sports betting. I'd love to hear all your comments on the 4th of July special. I got so many shout outs to give. I'm going to do it on the next video. Thanks, Thomas Rich, for all your input. Jess Southers, Danny Amendola, enjoyed talking to you on the phone. There's just so many people out there. I'm gonna compile the list because all of you guys mean a lot to me, and I appreciate your support. Be sure, if you aren't subscribed, to smash that subscribe button, and let's leave the comments so I can see what you guys are interested in hearing. I'm gonna have some videos coming up real soon on some real estate, some stocks, building a portfolio, building a dividend cash machine, long-term buy and hold. It's nothing that is not a get rich quick, but it is passive income. It's something that's going to get you someplace, especially you young people, and it's never too late. I don't care if you're 75 years old, it's never too late. You guys that are young, I strongly encourage y'all to start thinking about some of the stuff I'm going to be telling y'all. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Y'all have a great evening.